Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to week 3 of our at-home art lessons. So if you did everything right, you've been moving through the slide presentation using the spacebar, and you're now at this week's directions for your Mayan calendar. So go back and kind of remind yourself the Mayan calendars and how they set up their calendars with those 20 months and the 13 days that go with it, and how that kind of relates to our calendars. Think back to what their culture was like. There was great cities in the Yucatan Peninsula that are part of Guatemala today, southern Mexico, part of El Salvador, Honduras, and Belize. So think back to those and think about, I want you to remind yourself, why did those cultures kind of disappear? What happened to the Mayan culture? What were the things that contributed to it? Remember their human sacrifices, drought, the exhausted soil where they couldn't get any more food, any more corn out of the soil. I remember all those things that we learned back when we were together, and we've kind of been reviewing. Remember, if you want to go back and watch any of those videos, go back to this art lesson, and all those videos are there for you to watch. And just kind of remember all the fun things that we learned about the Mayan culture and Mayan calendars. So today we are kind of on week 2 mainly of our Mayan calendar projects. Last week you were supposed to get half of your Mayan calendar drawn. And remember, you're using your Mayan calendar packet to do that with, where you have your symbols of what you can do. And then you have the glyphs that are inside of each of them. So you're supposed to be using this. Now, the fun thing is, just like the Mayans did with their glyphs, that you can kind of combine different glyphs, add things here and there, just like they did, that made it hard for us how many hundreds of years later to understand their glyphs, okay? So your job today, or for last week, I should say, was to have half of your calendar drawn. So I actually had some fun, and I actually did the project just like you guys are, and you can see all my fun glyphs, and I've already done the middle part of my calendar with one of those symbols. Your job and my job by next week is to finish drawing the rest of our glyphs, okay? To finish all of that up. That is your homework to finish this week all the way through next Tuesday, okay? I know we don't have school on Friday and Monday because of our Easter celebrations, Easter, Good Friday, all of those things. Just reminder, though, that you can work on your project any day of the week, but you should be done drawing all of your glyphs and that middle symbol by the time we get back to school next Tuesday, okay? Kind of reminder, I think I've seen some of you guys out on Facebook, the school's Facebook page, listening to Father with his prayer, stories, and cookies with Father John. Highly encourage you guys to continue to go out there and watch those videos, live streaming by Father at 7 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then remember, we're in Holy Week this week. This is our most special week of all of our year for being Catholic. And we have a lot of live book live streaming of Mass Thursday, Friday, 2 things on Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, Easter morning. So go over to our parish website and go to Mass with your family during this Holy Triduum and this Holy Week. So again, your homework for next Tuesday to be finished is to have your whole thing finished. But before we left for our school closure and our break, remember we were learning how the Mayans would combine different symbols and kind of hide them in each other, and up on the board, I wrote the word cat and kind of hid it together. Back then, some of you guys said, Miss Pieper, can you take my name and can you make a special hidden glyph just like the Mayans would with using our English letters? So I have done that. So the very next slide after this that you guys are watching on your slideshows, art lessons, is this piece of paper. And this piece of paper, I have taken all of your names and mine too, and I have hidden them in these glyphs that I've created. So you notice then you have a glyph here and then a number that goes with it, and a glyph here and a number that goes with it. Your job is to find your name and tell me in a private message, all these directions are on the next screen, to private message me on this assignment, which number is yours and which number is mine, how I hid the letters. Now, if you want the big challenge, you can figure out every one of your classmates' names in the glyphs that we have here. Now, you don't have to worry about seeing it in this video. The very next slide has a good picture of this, okay? So that is your other little mini homework for next Tuesday, or let's say maybe by the end of next week, I'll give you a couple weeks, is to find which one of these is yours and tell me the number in a private message, and which one of these is mine and tell me in a private message. And if you want the full challenge, do all of them for all of your classmates. And if you forgot how to private message, hit the space bar after you see the picture, because that's directions on how to private message again. So have a wonderful Holy Week. Fourth graders, hopefully you're getting outside. I looked at the weather and I think tomorrow, Tuesday, or whenever you're watching this week, Tuesday, is supposed to be 73 degrees. Amazing. So make sure you're getting out and doing that recess. I've been seeing some really fun pictures on Facebook of cooking and other fun activities you guys are doing. So have a great Holy Week. Get your next part of our Mayan calendar done, and we're kind of getting close to definitely halfway through this project. So take care, fourth graders, and we will see you next week after Easter with your next step for next week's art lessons. See you later. Bye.